Let's be honest. Watching someone struggle with something you already know how to do can be maddening. They're moving too slow, they're making mistakes, they're not doing it the way you would do it, and they're half assing it. And every fiber of your being is screaming, "Get out of the way and just let me do it." Hello, friends, and welcome back to The Free Advantage, brought to you by The Risky Path. I want to invite you to join me each week as we explore self-discovery, authenticity, and the journey to uncovering a life of freedom. This podcast is about sharing and exploring impactful experiences that we all share in a relatable and digestible way. With so much information out there, it can be overwhelming to take it all in. And here, I want to give you small bites that you can take back into your week and integrate into your daily life. Hello, everyone, and hello, March. This month, in the spirit of March Madness, we're going to be diving into the things that drive us mad. And let me tell you, few things make me crazier than watching someone struggle through something I already know how to do. The impatience, the frustration, and the urge to just step in and take over, it drives me nuts. And I know I'm not alone in this. I have spent a lot of time in my life taking things on because, well, I thought it would be easier, quicker, more efficient. I have held tightly to the belief that if you want something done right, you have to do it yourself. And I would say for a while that belief served me. But things got done my way on my timeline without the frustration of watching someone else struggle through it. And that was good. At least I thought so. But I learned that there's a cost to that mindset. I've realized that constantly stepping in, taking over, or carrying what was never meant for me doesn't just keep others from growing, it keeps me stuck too. So, today, I want to talk about what happens when we try to control too much, when we carry burdens that aren't ours, and when the best thing we can do is to take a step back and let things unfold, even when it drives us mad. Okay, let's be honest. Watching someone struggle with something you already know how to do can be maddening. They're moving too slow, they're making mistakes, they're not doing it the way you would do it. And they're half-assing it. Every fiber of your being is screaming, "Get out of the way and just let me do it." Stepping in and doing it ourselves doesn't serve their growth, potential, or their trust in us. Because when we can't let them find their own way, we aren't showing trust in them. Processing with others while they learn and grow can be very challenging. But remember, once they learn, you no longer have to do it for them, liberating us into freedom. I have been there more times than I can count, and let me tell you, it's a hard battle to fight. I've had to remind myself, yeah, maybe they're half-assing it, but at least they're trying. Maybe they are taking forever, but they're learning. Maybe it's not the way I would do it, but they'll find their own way. This liberates us into freedom from certain responsibilities while driving them towards their own. Every time we step in and do something for someone else, we rob them of the chance to grow. And I don't know about you, but I already hold so much in me that doesn't even belong to me. You know the saying, God doesn't give you more than you can handle? Well, what happens when God gives you just what you can handle, but then we go and pick up everyone else's burdens on top of our own? Now we'll feel like we're drowning and we're overwhelmed. You could feel exhausted, frustrated, and resentful. And instead of handling your load well, you end up struggling under the weight of the things you were never meant to carry in the first place. I've had to learn to ask myself, is this mine to carry? Did God place this in my hands, or did I just pick it up myself? Am I dropping my own needs to hold on to something for someone else? And most importantly, is holding on to this keeping them from learning how to carry it themselves? Because sometimes, the best thing you can do for someone else isn't to take on their burden, it's to let them carry it. Even if they struggle. Even if it's uncomfortable. And even if it means stepping back and trusting that they'll figure it out. For me, one of the hardest things I had to accept is that we have no control over other people. I mean, of course, just as others don't have that over us, we don't have that over them. Not their will, not their motivation, their drive, or their choices. And let me tell you, it's tough. We want to believe that if we just say the right thing, do the right thing, love them enough, and support them enough, help them along the way, that they'll finally get it. But change just doesn't work that way. Letting go requires a level of emotional fortitude that is not for the faint of heart. And letting others work through their own struggles, it really does require us to let go. But it is only in this, it is the only way to step into our own freedom. When we let go of trying to manage, control, or force outcomes, we make space for life to unfold as it's meant to. I want to leave you with a few things to reflect on this week. What in your life are you carrying that isn't yours to carry? Where are you stepping in when you should be stepping back? And how can you set a boundary for yourself and trust the process? At the end of the day, when we step back and trust, we free both ourselves and those around us. So sit back, take a deep breath, pull up a chair, and marvel at the beginning stages that others are walking through. Smile, knowing how far you have come, and trust that they too will get there. Watching others do all of the things, whether it is a simple task or growing through the stages of life, can, yes, drive us mad. But we too were once in their shoes. Extending empathy, grace, and mercy helps them and ourselves through their process. I want to thank you so much for joining me today on The Free Advantage. For more resources, visit my website, theriskypath.com. And if this episode resonated with you, please share it with someone who might need to hear this message. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave us a review. Your voice matters and helps us grow and to get our message out to more people just like you. Let's continue this journey to freedom together. And remember, freedom is the advantage you already own. Until next time.